Welcome everybody. Please put where you're watching from in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that so that I know where people are and where I'm reaching. And I have had people in other countries now, which is so cool. I had somebody from Mexico, which was awesome. I had somebody from not New Zealand, Australia, which was awesome. And I think those are the only two ones that I've seen from foreign areas, but I thought that was just amazing and so cool. I think, oh no, I take that back. I think somebody's also from Canada. So that's so cool. So glad that everybody's here. Let's see. So I finished chopping those up. Since I said this is an Ollie's haul, I have to show some Ollie's stuff. So look at this. I got this beautiful pad from Ollie's. Look at these beautiful colors in there. And I'm going to try actually embossing one of these. See if embossing a glitter paper actually works and what kind of results you get from that. So that's one of the things that I got from Ollie's. While we're talking about Ollie's, if you would be interested, I am giving 2 of these away this week. This is this week's giveaway. I'm giving away 2 of them absolutely free. All you have to do is enter the giveaway by filling out the form correctly. And then next Sunday, watching and see if you were one of the winners and filling out the winner's form. So that's the giveaway for this week. And that is something that came from Ollie's. And also from Ollie's, I got these really cool, oh, wait, that's in the way. Sorry about that. I did not realize that the light was in the way. So also from Ollie's, I got this really cool set of cards that has these beautiful cards in it. And these are absolutely stunning. And the thing that I really like about these cards, I have shown them off on this channel. Well, maybe not this actual set, but sets like this I have shown off on this channel. And what I really love about them is, if I can get the box open, that they are usable as not usable as, they can be cut in half so that you can use these as 2 different card fronts. Instead of keeping it as a single card, you can actually cut this in half, use it as 2 different card fronts. And then when you put it on your A2 cards, you have a card front that's got this beautiful thing. And instead of 40 cards, you get 80 card fronts, which is really cool. So that's just some stuff that I've picked up from Ollie's. So I have made this an Ollie's haul, so my thumbnail is not a liar. I thought I considered the fact that I had to do a different, oh, another thing that I got from Ollie's, look at this. I got this for $1. Oh my gosh, the whole thing was $1. I could not believe that. I mean, look at that. Look at these. They're nice size stamps. These are really good ones. I'm so pleased by those. So yeah, anyway, so, wait, have there been any messages? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Annie. Hi, Anna Shorey. Hey. Oh no, Ann Shorey. Sorry, I said your name wrong. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Annette Parker, thank you very much. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate seeing all of you here. I know I have 2 Floridians in here and a Texan. Annette, I don't remember where you're from if you've told me. Very nice to see y'all. I'm so happy to have you here. What I have here is a whole bunch of A2 card fronts, and I have some alternate sized papers. These are the 4x6 sheets that I cut out when I did my cards the last time in my live when I made these cards. So this is what I had left over after I made my cards. So these are 4x6 sheets from that beautiful paper pad that I got from Ollie's. I got this one from the Orange City store, but ages ago, so I don't think they have it anymore. But it's called LeBlanc, and it's by the DCWV company, and they're just beautiful papers. I mean, look at that beautiful, stunning paper. Let's see if I can get the light to shine off of it so you can see how it looks. And I got to show you the fleur-de-lis one. That one's just stunning. I can't get over the fleur-de-lis one. I have 3 sheets of it, and I'm going to definitely be very, very conservative when I use these because these are just beautiful. How do you get in on the giveaway, Anne? The way to get in on the giveaway is to watch the rest of this. Please, please, please. And in the description for this video, which I have finally already put in, there is a link to the video that has the giveaway in it. And the reason that I linked the video is because that one's the one that has all the rules in the description, but it also has some really good information about how to fill out the form correctly. Because if you don't fill out the form correctly, you won't be entered into the contest. And the reason why I do it that way is listed in that video. So if you watch that video, you'll learn about that. So that's how you enter the giveaway. But do please always finish watching this first and then go and do that. But I did remember to put it in the description first. Hello from Missouri. Hi, Missouri. Hi, Texas. Yes, that paper is stunning. Absolutely stunning, Kelly. I just can't get over how beautiful it is. You don't see it. It's at the it says link to the video that has the giveaway. And I think it's like the very, very last thing in the description. So you have to hit more and go down to it. But again, please do that after you've finished watching this. I'm starting to, I really am, Kelly. I am starting to get good at this. I totally understand why why the idea behind Facebook is to make people go through the steps where you're a baby channel and then you become a tween channel at 500 subs and then you become a mature channel at 1,000 subs, because it really forces you to get better, or at least it did me. It really forced me to get better at what I did in my crafting, so that when I get to be a mature channel, my videos are quality. And they are getting better, and I appreciate that. And I think people who bypass that step by buying subs and by paying people to become subs, I think they miss a lot of the growth, a lot of the learning through growth, you know, because it's important in your life to make mistakes, because mistakes teach you. And goodness knows I've made tons of mistakes in my channel, but you know, I can't get over that, because it taught me how to be a better YouTuber. And I just think that's amazing. All right, so I do have a Facebook channel that is also linked in the description. And if you go to the description, you can find the description for the YouTube, or the link for the YouTube, I can't say it right, link for the Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, we talk a lot about crafting and a lot about what we're doing, but we also help each other find great ways to get cheap stuff. And one of the members of the guild, that's what we call ourselves, we are the Chatty Crafty Guild, posted that Dollar Tree is clearing off their stickers. And if you've watched my channel before, you know I can't go into Dollar Tree. I had a panic attack outside of Dollar Tree after an anxiety attack inside Dollar Tree. So I can't go into Dollar Tree anymore. My brain has made Dollar Tree not safe. So my husband went in there, and look at these stickers. These were all 25 cents a pack. Look at these beautiful, and of course he bought me a unicorn. Just my hubs know me or what? And so he bought me all these really cool stickers. I said that I wanted ones that were 3-dimensional or that were metallic. And so these are actually 3-dimensional and metallic. So yeah, it was great, wasn't it, the Potter's Wife? I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to start calling you TPW. Yeah, get to a Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe these were so good. But like I said, in the guild, we help each other out. We not only help each other out with our crafts, we not only help each other become better crafters and better artists, but we also help each other find inexpensive crafting items. You know, that's where this channel started growing, was through the Ollie's buyout of American Crafts and the liquidation of those things. And this channel has grown from there, and it follows suit that the Facebook group follows the same way. So, hey, Amira! Oh, New York is in the house! Hello, Amira! Good to see you! So, yesterday I was supposed to do a video with embossing, and I couldn't, because I couldn't find the embossing, the plates for my embossing folder. All I had were the broken ones and the bent ones, but I have now found all of my plates, and I do have quite a few plates for my embossing folder. These I've never opened. They're brand new. This is my broken one that I stepped on. Hopefully they restock the stickers and all the stickers and stamps. I don't think Dollar Tree's going to restock the stickers. When they got rid of all of their metal stuff, it was because it took up too much space, too much retail space. Echo Park has the 6x6 pads for $2 and $3. Ooh! Echo Park, Ollie's, I'm assuming, creative carries. I think that's what you're talking about. Thank you, Amira. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing much better today than I was yesterday. I ran out of spoons looking for these plates yesterday. I just drove myself to exhaustion looking for them. But I did find these, and I'm really new at embossing machines and embossing folders and stuff. So this is kind of a learning thing for both of us. This one I weakened because it was sent through the embossing machine with too much pressure, and then when I stepped on it, it just broke at the weak point. These, you can see I had too much pressure when I used them because they bent. If your embossing plates are bending, you're using too much pressure. I have learned that. But I do have a lot of these embossing plates and things that I have left over. And I do have another one of the big embossing plates because I actually have 2 embossing machines. I have the Vivor that I got free from Temu, and I have a Cuttlebug that, I don't remember where I got the Cuttlebug. I think I got it off of a Buy Nothing site. Yeah, I got the Cuttlebug off of a Buy Nothing site. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at I found some chalkboard tags for 25 cents. Wow, that's cool. I didn't see any chalkboard tags in the bag that my husband brought for me. I was having trouble with my embossing thing, so I got one of the mini cutting boards from Dollar Tree. Now it cuts. Really? Oh, Potter's Wife, that is an excellent suggestion. See? That is exactly what this guild is for. I would never have thought to use a mini cutting board from Dollar Tree to use on with my embossing machine. See, that is what the guild is for. That is exactly why I love this guild, because we help each other out. We give each other suggestions. We give each other tips and tricks. We show each other where to find the cheap stuff. This is a great guild to be in. I strongly suggest anybody who would like to be in this guild to really and truly join the Facebook group. We are uplifting and kind and supportive in everything. My first set of die cut plates warped so badly. I still used them until I was able to get new ones. Yeah, that's what happened to mine too. I think the ones from my original Cuttlebug embossing machine are just gone. I think they've just given up the ghost on me. Luckily enough, I did find them on Temu for pretty cheap, because you know me and buying stuff for cheap on Temu. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Kind of one of my calling cards is buying stuff cheap on Temu. So anyway, here we go. We've got the stuff ready to go. I've got everything out in front of me, and we're going to start working with the embossing folder. So I need to move this out of the way for a moment, because I'm waiting for my husband to bring me some pictures that I sent to him to print off, but I sent them to him pretty late, so he's probably not got them ready yet. And I'm going to pull over my Vivor embossing machine right here. And the reason that I like the Vivor better than the Cuttlebug is because it's solid. The Cuttlebug, yeah, it's called a Cuttlebug. The reason that I like this one better than the Cuttlebug is because the plate is solid, the base is solid, and the Cuttlebug folds up, which is nicer when you want to transport it, but it doesn't seem to be as secure as this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first off do one of the ones that I already know what I have to do. Okay, so I've got these snowflakes right here, and in my last live I used the vellum from the snowflake embossing folder. But what I do when I get out a new embossing folder, when I'm ready to start something new, what I do is I figure out what kind of pressure I need on it, how much pressure I need to put on it. Now that I see that it says a photo board, I just realized I don't know where any of my photo boards are. Oh no, they've been buried by Ollie's. Oh dear. Well, we'll use these instead. These are now going to be my photo boards. There we go. But what I do is I write on it what I need. So if I'm using a vellum, then I need to have, if I need to have 2 pieces of vellum, I use the A plate, C plate, and 1 photo board. I'm going to be using cardstock this time, so I need the A and C plate and 2 photo boards. So I know that I need to get out the A and C plate and 2 photo boards. So push that in there, and then come over here to my pile of plates. And this one is for embossing folders only. This is my C plate. So there's my A and my C plate right there. Ooh, I must have done that for the Cuttlebug, because that's definitely going to be too much pressure. Oh dear, my idea, I guess I did these for the Cuttlebug, and now that I'm using the Vivor, it's going to be different. But let's get a piece of paper in here, let's try it out. This is the way it always goes with my, it wouldn't be a Chatty Crafty if there wasn't something that went seriously wrong at some point in time. That's just a given if you're watching a Chatty Crafty live. All right, so here we go. So put that down in there, push that in there, move that out of the way, and run it through. Let's see if that was enough pressure to get a good imprint. And this is just it. This is just testing what I do to see whether or not I've used enough pressure. And if I haven't used enough pressure, I need to add more pressure. And that's definitely not enough pressure on that cardstock. That is definitely not a good imprint. So since I'm testing for pressure now, I won't be able to use that piece. Let's put that back down. Put that on top of it. Put that on top of it. And let's get these 2 metal pieces, as I was going to use as my photo boards, put them on there and see if that gives me enough pressure. And feeding it through, maybe. Oops. I'm keeping it real. Keep it very real. Now it's not going through at all. I wonder if it's because those are on top. Let's put those down on the bottom. Ow. Nope, not going through at all now. Oh my goodness. Oh, of course this is going to be working this way. But of course. Well, it took it, but not the top panel. This one, it took it, but not the top panel. Oh dear. If this were not live, I would be cutting this part out of my video. Still not enough pressure, but it's better. That's definitely a better imprint on that one. Okay, so, I'm feeling a little silly right now because it's not working correctly. Oh no! Embossing folders can be very tricky. Yes, they can. Very much so. All right, so these are my new ones, and this is a B and 2 A's and a B plate, along with the C plate that I've got down there. I'm sorry, 2 B's and a C plate, because the A plate is the big thick one. All right, so let's do this with one of the thicker ones, or 2 of the thinner ones. Let's try that. Nope, that is definitely too much. All right, so let's do it with the thicker one. You can tell that I'm new to this. My husband's probably sitting out there watching this going, oh dear, she's doing it again. Hey Elena, how are you doing today? Good to see you. We're having fun with me playing with my machine after I said, oh, I have this great idea. And now I'm just proving that my great idea really wasn't a very good idea. But it did make an embossing impression. All right, I'm going to try a thicker embossing folder. Because the thin ones, this is a thin one, and I like them for certain things, but I don't like them because they don't give as deep an impression. But one of the things that I do like about them is that I can put vellum through the edge of them. It's going pretty well with me. I don't know if you were asking me or the rest of the guild that, but I'll answer, and then the rest of the guild can answer too. So let's see what this one is. I don't even know what this one is. Oh, I know what this one is now that I'm looking at it. Hold on, I gotta get it open. There we go. All right, so this one is a bunch of lemons. Look at that beautiful lemon stuff. I really like that. All right, so, hey Mary, how are you doing today? Good to see you. We're watching me play and be silly with an embossing machine because apparently I don't know what I'm doing when I thought I did know what I was doing, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. But we're working at it. We're figuring stuff out. Oh, I love lemons too. They're the best. Absolutely the best. I got from my dad, and some people might think this is like the weirdest thing ever, but I got from my dad that if a lemon has very thin skin, then what you do is you put they take the whole piece of lemon, the whole slice of lemon, put salt on it, and then eat the whole thing. I got that from my dad. It actually is pretty good. But I do have to admit that I have an unhealthy love affair with salt. Look, oh my gosh. Look how beautiful that came out. Oh my goodness gracious. Look how deep and awesome that thing is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how beautiful that turned out. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I like it, but yeah, I can't say I like everything my dad liked. I'll tell you one other thing that my dad liked while I do another one of these, because that's just gorgeous. But my dad used to do, he was very meticulous about this as well. He'd take a piece of toast. It had to be toast, and it had to be dark toast. He liked his toast dark. And then yeah, Karen, I agree. Wow. And then he would put a covering of smooth peanut butter all over it. And when he was done with the covering of smooth peanut butter, he would take sliced Spanish olives, cover the whole thing with the sliced Spanish olives, and then he would cut it into 9 equal parts and eat it that way. I can't say I picked that one up. In fact, I can definitely say I did not pick that one up. That one was all his, totally on him. There it is. That's why I can't find the other plate, because it's underneath there. here we go again, putting another one of those through because I love that. And I don't put water on my cardstock when I do these. And it's quite possible that the reason that I don't do it is because I'm using 67-pound cardstock on this, not 110-pound cardstock. I am in love with this embossing folder. You can see each little piece of pulp inside there. Oh my goodness gracious, that's beautiful. All right, I want to try something. I am going to try something else. I would say, yeah, I see. It is a very different combination. It's a very different flavor on toast, and it's one that I have to honestly admit I never tried while he was alive, and I still haven't tried. That's kind of a no for me. Am I alone in thinking the directions lie? Because there are too many variables in embossing and die cutting, I get upset. Yeah, Elena, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think it's so much that they lie. I think that you have so many differences in embossing plates because you've got these super thick ones, you've got the thin ones, you've got thick cutting dies, you've got thin cutting dies, that it just really becomes a matter of trial and, oh no, you are not going off. Sorry about that. I did not mean to have my alarm go off just then. That was not my intention. My apologies. Yes, almost all of my embossing folders come from Temu. That lemon one is very definitely from Temu. Almost all of my embossing folders come from Temu, and I have really never been upset with an embossing folder that I've gotten from Temu. In buying art supplies and craft supplies from Temu, the only piece that I ever got that I did not absolutely love was a piece that was a cutting die that was about that big, and it was supposed to be wood grain, where it cut out a rectangle and then the rest was wood grain, but something was wrong with it, and no matter how light a pressure I put on it, it cut out the wood grain as well. It didn't just cut the outside and give the impression of wood grain, it cut out all the wood grain pieces too, so I ended up with a little flappy piece, like, you know, when you cut a index card multiple times. I didn't like it. I was like, nope, I'm done with this. All right, I need to see how much of this paper I need. All right, I'm going to try something with this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Look, I did find my baby guillotine too. It was a good day of searching in my room. I hope you find it somewhere because my packages go missing when delivered by Temu. Yeah. They do. One of the problems with Temu that I mentioned in my video yesterday, and I know you watched it, Amira, is that they ship everything in those stupid little plastic bags, and even if the whole bag gets to you, it might have lost something. But I will say that if I have lost something, I have never not been refunded for something that was lost by Temu. And usually I also get a $10 credit when that happens. So not only do I get the refund for the object that was lost, but I also get a credit. It's not taking the whole thing. It's only taking the top plate. Come on, you got to take the whole thing. All right. Need a thinner plate on that. No, that's not thick enough. I need something thinner on that. Let's try that. Nope, that's not thick enough. I know, I don't understand why they package it that way either. My journal save video yesterday, which by the way, my journal save video yesterday, for some reason, and I do not know why, is absolutely tanking. It has gotten so few views that YouTube is sitting there looking at it going, yeah, well, we're not going to push this at all. So if you have the wherewithal and the desire to push it and, you know, show it to your friends and help people see it more, I would really appreciate that. And if you don't, that's totally fine. I'm not going to ask anybody to do anything that their spoons won't allow them to do. But if you do have that option, I would really appreciate that, because that video, I don't know, I thought that video would do a lot better than it's doing, but it's not. So I'm going to try this one, which is a thin cutting die adapter, because the other ones were too thick. Let's see if this is enough to get enough pressure. Oh, there we go. Because see, I'm not using cardstock on it this time. I'm trying a piece of that glitter. So let's see how that worked. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is exquisite. You can't see the little segment pieces, the little pieces very well in the little pieces of pulp very well in it, but look at that, and look at the backside. You can see how, oh, well, there is pulp in those. You can see how well it made the imprint by doing that. Oh my gosh, I have never put a piece of glitter paper through the embossing machine before, and I am absolutely in love with that idea. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I could sit here and stare at this for hours. I really could. That is just crazy gorgeous. I mean, just crazy gorgeous. Oh, I wish you had yellow shimmer paper for that. Oh, I think I might. Wait, hold on. Where'd that paper go? Oh, no, there's no yellow in here. Oh, nope, no yellow in this one. Dang it, I have gold. What do you think? Do you think it would look good with, oh, sorry, I did not mean to hit the camera. What do you think? Do you think it would look good with gold? I have this gold stuff right here, which is even better because it's also adhesive on the back of it. Oops. Nope, I don't feel like pulling that off. I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to cut off a piece of this. About there, that looks about good. Probably should have measured it, but you know, I'm on the fly doing this quickly so that we can see everything because I'd rather do this. I see, and this is what I mean about my lives. We sit there and we give each other ideas on what to do and give each other ideas on how to proceed with stuff. I mean, this is just a great guild. I know I'm biased, but our guild is incredible. I just have to say that our guild is absolutely incredible. That, you know, joining our guild and getting input and knowledge and expertise and opinions and ideas and tips and tricks on how to get stuff, you know, inexpensive and cheap. There we go. All right, so trying the gold now. Where's the big plate? There's the big plate. Put the big plate in. Put that one in. Let's see if it's a thin die adapter time. Yep, it feels like it's thin die adapter time. Nope, too thin. Let's try the embossing only fat plate. There we go. Maybe. Yep, there we go. I think that was too much pressure. That might have been a little too much. It's gonna pop. Yeah, it popped when it came out. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, who are you asking where they live in Florida, Anne? Are you asking me or are you asking somebody in the guild? Oh my gosh. Do you want to see this? I know you want to see this. You want to see this. You definitely want to see this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And look, it even got all of the little segment pieces on all of the little pieces. Look, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I am in love. I am absolutely in love. Oh my goodness gracious. I just can't even. And what's great about this is this glitter paper has adhesive on it already. So all I have to do when I want to put this down on a card front is just simply peel off the adhesive. I'm not going to be able to do it quickly because I'm trying to, but there it is. Oh, I did. I actually managed to do it pretty quickly. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just peel off the adhesive right there. Look, it's adhesive paper. Oh my goodness. I have to make a lemon card. You're absolutely right, Amira. I have to make a lemon card. I wonder what would happen if I did this. Where's that other piece that I did? Oh dear, I lost it. Oh, me and slamming stuff around and putting stuff down here, there, and everywhere. Well, there it is. You know what would be really cool would be to like take that punch. Where is it? That's not it. Okay, this isn't it, but it gives you the idea. Take the punch that was actually a tag. Oh, there it is. Found it. Hold on. It was hiding on the other side. It's not where it's supposed to be. It was on the other side. But take this tag punch and punch out a piece of the gold and then put the pink in there and then use the pink and the gold on the other side. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm trying. Oh, Kelly, that's awesome. That is a terrible pun, and I love it. I'm here for the puns. Definitely here for the puns. There we go. I would write the ink pencil with Gamsol yellow and green for lemons and limes. Ooh, white, then ink the pencil with Gamsol green. Oh, Elena, I love that idea. Do the white paper and then ink and pencil this right here for making them yellow and green and making them lemons and limes. Oh, that would be perfect. Oh, that would be so perfect. And put some green on the leaves as well and have the background be white. Oh, that would be so cool. Very good idea, Elena. No worries. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, so I'm going to try this. I'm definitely going to try this. I might mess it up, and I don't care. I've got plenty of paper to do this with. So put that in there. Put that in the punch. Turn it over so I can see exactly where I'm punching. So I want to punch. I'm going to punch it this way so that I get it in the same spot in both cards. So I'm going to punch it that way. Put it there, just like so. And then make sure it's all the way back. Not pinch myself with the punch. I did that once. It once was plenty. Punched that one out. Oops, 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 coming out. And then do the same thing with this one on this end, because this is the end that's been that was done evenly. Oh, I hope this lines up. This may not line up. This might be just a total mess now, but I'm going to try it anyway. All right, so actually, yeah, that's right. This is the end that was done. So do this, see if I can get it to line up the way it did. So see if I can get this to line up the way it was. So that looks kind of close. It looks like it was a little over this way, just a little bit more. There we go, punch. And then put it together like so, so that this piece goes in there. And it doesn't line up perfectly. I need to play with it a little bit more, but it's awfully close, I do have to say. This one almost perfectly lines up. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Oh my goodness gracious, that is so cool. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right. Well, I really messed this one up. This one doesn't line up anyway. That's close, though. But there we go. That is so cool. Sorry, Elena. Did I read Elena? Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's a lot of fun. So that's something that you can do with embossing folders. And I am by no means an expert at this. Oh my gosh, no. Don't take this as I've known what I've been doing this for ages and ages and I know exactly what I do. No, that is so not what I'm saying. This is just the fun things that I try because I get weird ideas in my head and then I try them. And if they work, yay. And if they don't, well, that's something for the drawing board. Hold on, let me put this away before I pinch myself with it. I really don't want to do that. All right, so there's the punches put away. And then there was something else that I wanted to try, and I know I got it out. What did I do with it? Put that back down there. And, oh dear, can I not find it? Here we go. So, nope, that's not it. Oh dear. I don't see it. Oh dearie my. I seem to have lost what I was going to do this. Okay, this was another idea I had. This isn't the one that I was going for, but this is another idea that I had. These are the papers that come in those Project Life things. And I just love these papers. I mean, if you've watched my lives, you know I just love these things. The great thing about those embossing folders is that you can do so many things with them. You can highlight as little or as much with everything from inks to glitters. You can. And I have seen people, I've watched videos of people where they put inks on the actual either embossed or debossed side of the folder and then emboss it and get in color that way. I'm afraid of doing that. Have any of y'all done that? I'm afraid of doing that because I really don't want to stain my folders because I mean, nothing is indelible to alcohol, but if this is in any way porous, then the ink will get in there where the alcohol can't get to it. And I mean, this side is nice and smooth, but that the embossed part of it isn't. So I'm just concerned about, no, you haven't tried it? I've seen people do it online. I've seen people do it in their videos and stuff, but I just don't really want to take the possibility. Oh no. Look. These are from Project Life. These are the cards from Project Life. No way. This is too perfect. All right, so here, I'm going to put this here. You have, Elena, does it stain your, embossing folders to do that? Does it make it stained so that you can't use them anymore? Or does it cause things to like go on to the other, the next time you use the embossing folder? Does it cause color to go into the next embossing folder? Maybe soaking it would help to get the hard to reach areas. True, but if the hard to reach areas are porous, it's not that soaking isn't going to do it. This is coming from a chemistry teacher who had to remake her alcohol pipettes every year because there's no such thing as an ink that's indelible to alcohol. But if the thing is porous, like wood grain or things like that, then the ink goes into the pores and the alcohol can't get to it to get it out. So I don't know if soaking it would work. I have to say that I'm not real encouraged by that idea. There it is. Oh, I have such a mess. Oh, this is how my crafting goes. I'm definitely the messy crafter. If you ran crayon things over the bumpy parts, hopefully that makes sense. Like to put wax on it? Oh, maybe. Actually, that's not a bad idea. If you put wax on it and then put the ink on it, yeah, that would be interesting. Use inks or plants that don't stain. Also, if it stains, it won't transfer. Really? Okay, so alcohol inks would stain. What do you suggest for inks that don't stain? And are you talking like watercolor paints or acrylic paints? Just curious. I'm doing the lemon one again. I wasn't going to do the lemon one again, but I saw this card in the Project Life box, and I thought that that was just too perfect to not do it. Right there, just like that. And then put a sentiment over that thing that says right there. Something like, I'll bring the sugar. Wouldn't that be a cute card? I'll bring the sugar. And then open it up and say, I'm here for you always. Or you could even do it this way with the debossed side. I wonder if acrylic ink would work. I don't know. I don't think I have any acrylic ink. I have acrylic paint. Maybe I do have acrylic ink. What's this? What is that? That's pearlescent. All the things that I can grab ever so quickly. Oh, I do have acrylic ink. Look at that. I could try that. I'm not going to try it on my lemons. I like my lemons too much. I'm going to try it on something else. Some color stains more. Example, red tends to stains more than any other color in my experience. Well, we're not going to use a pink one then. Let's get this one out. So this is not a very bright color. It is an acrylic ink. It's called gray. We'll try this one. See, and this is another thing about my lives, is you make suggestions, and if I have it, I will try it for you. Because why not? What's the point of doing something without being able to try things and try new things with your friends? Okay, let's see. No. This one, I know I have more than one of these, so if I stain one of them, I won't be that upset. This one is a Lily of the Valley embossing folder, again, got from Temu. Back to what I was saying, Amir, because I don't think I finished it. Make sure that you reach out to customer service if anything ever happens to it, because they will refund you or reimburse you or whatever it is that they need to do in order to make you happy, because Temu does want you to be happy up to, but not including shipping their stuff in a container that is worthwhile. So yeah. Also, what I have found is if you buy the same things, like if you want to buy big bulky things, make it all big bulky things so that it's all big bulky things in a package with no little things in the package to fall out. Hey, Anna, nice to see you. If you buy a bunch of embossing folders, make sure that everything that you buy is flat. Embossing folders, cutting dies, stencils, things like that, so that you don't have weird shaped things and unweird shaped things in the same bag. I will say that I have learned that. Okay, so I've got this. I need something to put this on because I don't want to just blot it on there. So, oh my, everything's, I've got a craft avalanche going right now.
Printer's not working. I can't print out.
Printer's not working?
No.
Oh, okay. Do we have any cotton balls?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay, so no cotton balls. Can't do it that way. I'm sorry, the printer's not working, so I can't do one of the things that I wanted to try, because I wanted to foil a picture and then emboss it and see if that would crack up the foil too much. I reached back out and I'm waiting to hear back. Oh, did you reach out to the... Did you go to me and the you thing and then go up to the little earphones and talk to customer service directly, or did you reach out to the seller? Because if you reached out to the seller, you're not going to get an answer. Go to me and then go up to the little earphones thing and click on that and talk to actual customer service. You have to go through the bot, but keep on saying, I have a problem with the shipping, I have a problem with the shipment, I have a problem with the shipment. Eventually the bot will get you to a person and then talk to them. I have had wondrous success that way. But be nice. Be nice. Don't yell at them. Don't be mean to them. I mean, they're there to help you, and they do want to help you. And there's no reason to be mean to anybody in that particular situation. To the seller and through Temu, through the headphone. Okay, definitely. I don't even go to the sellers. I go straight to the headphone icon. Because most of the time what happens is it's in packing. The way Temu works is you put in an order and then the shop that you bought it from has to go pick all the items and send it to a central station. And then that central station collects all of those items for that same order into a particular container. And then once it's fully picked, and they do use the word picked, once it's fully picked, then they stick it into one of those flimsy plastic bags, put your label on it and send it off. So the problem is usually in packing, usually not in picking, if that makes sense. So I still need a piece of something or other to push that down with. I know what I'm going to try. Nope, that's not where it is. I lost it. There it is. Okay, so this one's pretty dry at this point. I saw one person put wax paper between the paper and embossing folder. When it squeezes the folder, you peel the wax paper and the paint. No. Oh, no, I have not. Oh, wax paper. I have wax paper in here, but I don't think I can put my hands on it. I think I've buried it pretty well in a bunch of Ollie's stuff. I don't know. I'm going to try this, okay? I've got a thing here that I'm going to put some of this. This is a baby wipe that I keep in my medicine bottle, and I keep my medicine bottle closed because this one stays moist. It's still got some moistness to this, so there might be some color transfer off of that. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. My craft avalanche is coming for me. Go back, go back, back. Okay, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to use the embossed side. I'm going to use this side. I will give that a try. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do this. When you give it a try, if you would please put your results up on the Facebook group. That would be so cool to see that. You know, this is what we talked about in the live. This is how I gave it a try. So let's try doing this. Oh, I don't think I'm just putting it on the embossing part. I think I'm putting it on everything. Well, we're going to try it anyway. We're going to see what this does. All right, I don't want to put that back in the container because it's got, there we go, sign of a true crafter. All right, bring this back. I'm going to get ink all over my thing. Did I close that up tightly? No, of course not. There we go. Now it is. Okay, that crisis has been averted. Put a piece of paper in here. Close it. So this is a Lily of the Valley one. And I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to put that in here. I have 18 people watching. Yay! Thank you so much. Remember, if you want to do the giveaway, if you want to try out for the giveaway too, after this is over, go to the description of this video. It's already there. And you can click on the link to the video that shows you how to do it. Oh, well, I guess that's why you don't do it on the embossed side. I guess that's why you're supposed to put it on the debossed side. But it did ink it. I don't know if I like that, but that's definitely something to try. Okay, that's a first step. The first one never comes out good, but it gives you a starting point for where to go with that. I know people used pastes and things like that. They look beautiful, but they do stress. They have a bowl of water standing by to drop it in. They say you can't let it dry on your folder. Can't let it dry on the folder. Hold on a sec. I can't let it dry on the folder. I got to get myself one of my baby wipes. Hold on. Gotta get a baby wipe. Thank you for that tip. Definitely getting out a new baby wipe so I can wipe that off. Is that the side that had the ink on it yet? Actually, there's really not much ink left on here because this was the embossed side. Apparently, the ink, almost all of the ink. Look, I'm getting very little ink off of this. Try using a brayer. Ooh, I can't put my hands on my brayers right now to save myself. Ollie's has taken over my craft room. There is so much Ollie's stuff. And that's one of the reasons that I got so stressed out about not being able to find my plates yesterday, is because I was afraid that they were buried underneath the Ollie stuff. And as it turns out, I actually took them with me to Dragon Con and they were stuffed in the Dragon Con boxes. And that was the gestalt moment that I had 15 minutes before, when I said yesterday, like 15 minutes before I'd realized where they were. That was the gestalt moment that I had, that's where they were. And, so I went and tested it. I mean, I went and tested it. I went and dug through the Dragon Con boxes, and lo and behold, there they were. I do have to dig out those Dragon Con boxes. I have got to show you what's in those Dragon Con boxes because, like I said, I went to a lot of Ollie's while we were in Atlanta, and the stuff that I have in those boxes from those Ollie hauls are amazing, and none of it's going to be available anymore because that was over Labor Day weekend. I'm trying this again with the embossed side so that it comes up on the top. So let's do this again. This is still acrylic ink. This is still the same gray acrylic ink that I was using. Put that down. Put that back down there. Grab another sheet. Get ink all over my fingers. Put that in. Do that. Brayer and an ink pad work well. Oh, well, good. Thank you, Robin, for letting us know. Absolutely wonderful. Brayer and an ink pad work well. And I think the brayer would be better for not getting all of the stuff into the debossed areas. All right, so here we go again, trying again with the ink. This is acrylic ink test number 2. Broke my mink again. Oh, my poor mink. And pull that off, and it's now embossed. Well, it's not too bad. I like it better than the debossing, so we make progress. We have definitely made progress. Clean this. Where's my sheet? So clean this off. Get all of that off of there. Need a professional. Oh, the potter's wife, you have no idea. None whatsoever. Let's just say that, as you know, if this is not your first video with me, you know that there is a significant number of mental health issues in this house. You know I have PTSD. You know that I am a shut-in and have been for 3 years. Anxiety disorder, panic disorder. I also have abandonment anxiety disorder. This house looks like somebody who has a mental health issue lives here. We are healthy. Our house is clean. But it is definitely not organized in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The pastes are apparently permanent if they dry. Brayers are great for getting all the high spots. Some say to roll in one direction for one result and multiple directions for different. Oh, really? Oh, cool. I'll have to try that. I do have brayers, but I mean, I couldn't tell you where they are in this room. I really couldn't. I have... If you've been watching for a while, then you know that in this room I have 3 major crafts, because what I do is beading and polymer clay and make greeting cards. I would say paper crafting, but it's really just make greeting cards. And so the room is already pretty well full of crafting stuff. A lot of stuff is within my reach because I sit at a desk. This desk right here is in a hallway in the room, and that hallway is a bunch of bookcases and shelves and drawers and things. So I can sit here on my chair and I can spin in multiple directions and I can get things. So a lot of stuff is right at hand's reach, but the stuff that I don't use as often, or the stuff that I need to pull out to get prepared for things like cutting polymer clay cutters and things like that, they're all in bookshelves on the outer rim. So if you think about my craft room, there's a door over here, there's a ring of bookshelves here, then there's the bookshelves that face my crafting desk, and another set of bookshelves, and then another ring of bookshelves here. But right here, there's a drafting table in case I want to do something on the other side. So both windows of my crafting room have this one has a desk in front of it, and this one has a drafting table in front of it. So same here. Let's see. I got stuff I can't even find. I know. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah. Yep. I want it, then I can't find it. Yeah, that's the story of my life. Like I said, I know I have brayers in here. I know I have wax paper in here, and I actually know that the wax paper is on that bookshelf. But I have stacked so many Ollie's things in front of it that I can't find it now. So, I wanted to try the wax paper thing, but I know I can't get to the wax paper that I have in here. I think we're all in this. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a crafter thing. What's that phrase? They had one of the Ollies that I went into, and I can't remember which one it was, but they had a big sign over the American Crafts liquidation table, their dollar table, that said it's not hoarding if it's craft supplies. And I felt that statement in my bones, Oh my gosh. Organized chaos. Yes, that's exactly what it's called, Anne. It's organized chaos. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mary. That's organized chaos. Yeah, but when I said I was trying to organize my craft room and found 5 of the same scissors. I'm sure that I will. I mean, for example, this embossing folder right here, this Lily of the Valley one, which, by the way, is that not a beautiful embossing folder? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea for this Lily of the Valley embossing folder. Oh, I hope this looks cool. All right, so I have this Moroccan paper. This is the one that I was using on the card front that I was making when I made those, the words just left me. When I made these, I completely lost my ability to say anything. But when I made these, I had this Moroccan paper left over because I only used 3 sheets of each one, and I ended up cutting, 8 sheets of each one? So let's see what it looks like if you use some of this Moroccan paper on there. So put that in there, put the embossing only folder back on top of it, push that forward so you can see what I'm doing. Wait, I lost my picture somehow. There it is. There's my picture. Okay, so I can see my video again. What is this thing you call organization? Elena, I'm not sure. People say this word to me and I don't really know what it means, but I sit there and I listen to them because it's polite to listen to people, but I just don't know what they're talking about because whatever. Anyway, so this is the, I debossed the side. All right, let's do that again with an embossed and we'll look at them side by side. There we go. I debossed that one. I debossed the pretty side. And these are not double-sided papers, so there's definitely a positive side and a negative side for these Moroccan ones. And there we go, stick that through there. Someone needs to start a craft organization business. I'm not knowledgeable in this area. Yeah, I agree with you. And yes, Elena, that paper is so pretty. I got that from the paper pad that I showed at the beginning of this video. And I'm so glad that I bought that paper pad from Orange City. It is just incredible. There we go. So now it's on the embossed side. So now you've got that Moroccan pearlized portion of the card underneath the Lily of the Valley flowers. And this one, you've got the Lily of the Valley flower debossed side underneath that Moroccan thing. These are gorgeous. Yours was beautiful till you hit Ollie's. I wish I could say that. I can't even say that. Mine wasn't beautiful until I hit Ollie's. It was more organized before I hit Ollie's, but it wasn't beautiful. And more organized is definitely a relative term, by the way. And my husband's probably out there watching this going, yes, 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 you're absolutely right on that one. Yeah, it is beautiful. You can also double emboss, use 2 complementary folders. Really? What would be a complementary folder? Oh, I got a perfect one that would be complementary to the Lily of the Valley. I've been looking for an excuse to use this embossing folder anyway. Look at this. Another Temu purchase. And again, the best way to get stuff from Temu is to order the same shape stuff in a single order. Don't order multiple shaped things because you're more likely to lose stuff in transportation if you order multiple different shaped things. If you're buying something big and bulky, everything needs to be big and bulky. If you're buying embossing folders, everything needs to be flat. Paper pads, embossing folders, cutting dies, stencils, anything flat can go in that order, but don't put flat things and bulky things in the same order because you're more likely to use them. But look at this tartan. Is this not beautiful? I wish my Ollie's had craft stuff. I wish your Ollie's had craft stuff too, Anne. I really do. An organizer will tell us to throw things out. Yeah, you're right there, Mary. They definitely would. You can also double up embossing folders. So we're going to take this one that was embossed. So we're going to take that one and put it on this. And which one's the embossing side? Oh, this one's the embossing side. Yeah, this one's the embossing side. That one goes down. So this is the embossing. Well, it's really hard to tell because some of it goes up and some of it goes down on both sides. Well, we're going to put it down this way and hope that that works out correctly. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put it down this way and hope that it works out correctly. Oh, these pop-up ads. I mean, I realize that it's part of the monetization, but oh, these pop-up ads. All right, so yes, that folder with a large flower off the side would look beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what this looks like. So I'm going to put the embossed Moroccan paper, Lily of the Valley paper through a second one where it's got this. Well, it kind of looks like it just got rid of the Lily of the Valley, and now it's just the tartan shape, which I have to say is beautiful. I'm not upset with this, but I don't see any of the original Lily of the Valley one. Maybe it's because both of them are these big 3D ones and not one of the thin ones like the snowflake one that I had at the very beginning that I don't know what I did with it because I put it down somewhere and now it's lost completely and it'll show up 2 days from now when I'm not looking for it anymore. Nope, it's not here. It died. It grew legs and ran away. No, it didn't grow legs and run away. There hasn't been a cat in here. Oh, I found it. There we go. Yes, that folder. So, yeah, it did. It completely ate the other one. So let's try it with let's try the other Lily of the Valley on this one's the debossed one, on the snowflake one, because this is a thinner embossing folder, which I actually didn't get to work very well on this one for starters when I started doing this. The best double embossed, in my opinion, is one building, one more simple. Okay, so this is a simple one. This one is very simple. This, snowflake one is actually very simple. So let's see if I can do this. Let's see if this works out. So push this through there. Since this is a thinner folder, I need a thicker plate on top of it. So we'll use this plate, run it through. I don't think that's enough pressure, but we'll see. I know that's not enough pressure. Hold on a second. Before I even pull that off, I'm going to put more pressure on it. I'm going to use this little thin plate die cutter adapter thing and put it on there. There we go. Nope. That's not moving now. Dang it. Well, let's try one of the metal plates. That's a little thicker. Let's try one more time. Take 3. Third time's a charm. Run it through. There we go. All right, pull that out. Give me the folder. There we go. So Lily of the Valley emboss. Oh, now see, you can still see Lily of the Valley and Snowflakes, but I don't really think they're complementary folders, but I get what you're saying. I do. I see exactly what you're saying because we can see some Snowflake and some Lily of the Valley. So a 3D thick folder and a thin folder of some sort seems to be the way to do this. This was a great suggestion. Oh, I love this. See, this is why the Guild is so awesome. This is why joining the Facebook group and being a member of the Guild is so perfect. And this is why joining in on my lives is so perfect, because we share and we grow and we help each other. And it's not, you know, I know more than you do. It's, hey, have you thought about, or what if we do this? And we just test everything, and I just pull out anything that I have and everything that I have, and we just test it, and that's just amazing. How many plates do you need? I know nothing about this. How many plates do you need? Are you talking about these, the cutting plates? You definitely need one of these. This is the A or C. This is the A plate, and it's a big thick one. You definitely need one of those. And you need one of these that's 5 millimeters and one of these that's 3 millimeters. And that's the basics. And this is the A plate, the B plate is the 5 millimeter plate, and the C plate is the 3 millimeter plate. I don't know what those are in inches. I have to admit that I did science for so long that I just think in metric. And on the whole thinking in metric thing, I would like to point out that, you know, this metric thing, you know, I really think that the United States needs to get with it, because I don't know if you know this, but do you know who our allies in this whole metric thing is? Yeah, it's Liberia and Myanmar. There are only 3 countries left on this planet that think and speak in imperial, and they are Liberia, Myanmar, and the United States of America. All right, that's it. Every other country on this planet has switched to metric system. I'm just saying, maybe, you know, maybe we should think about moving over to the metric system. I'm just saying a decimal system is so much easier than an imperial system for so many reasons. I'm just saying. There we go. So I have 2, and I have extra plates because I bought them for cheap on Temu. So I ended up with a bunch of extra plates. Yeah, that sucks. The best double embossed in my opinion. How many plates do you need? Example, snowflakes with just like. If you don't have all the plates, you can use cardstock to build a plate. Yes, that's true too. When I did these in the first place, where's one of my things? Really? I can't find one now. I have like 7 million of these things already done. And now that I'm looking for one, I can't find one. Not one. And now you know why my craft room looks like this. See, I'm a very real crafter. I think I watch a lot of these crafting people that have this beautiful little workspace in front of them, and I just wonder what it looks like 6 inches off camera. I really do. I just wonder, what does your craft space look like 6 inches off camera? Would you show us that? Because I think that would be an interesting view. Mine's not 6 inches off a camera. Mine is right in the middle of the camera, right here for everyone to see. Absolutely, totally right here for everyone to see. Did that get that paper out of the way? How long has that piece of paper been in the way? Oh my gosh, that piece of paper's been in the way for so long. I don't know why I didn't look at that. I can't find one. Oh, there it is. There's one. So that's what I did with this. I used photo boards, and photo boards are those little cardboard, it's like chipboard. Those little cardstock pieces that you use when you're shipping things, the do not bend things. That's what I was using for extra width when I didn't have every plate that I have now. And like I said, I got the plates from Temu and I got them for cheap, or I wouldn't have as many plates as I do. Example, if you build platforms. I'm 63, and when I was in grammar school, we were told we had to learn metric because we were converting over. I know, yeah. I get there. I mean, okay, to a point, we did actually convert because you buy your soda in a 2-liter bottle. And in the early 2000s, the bottling companies used that against you. You're 63. You remember 20-ounce soda bottles. I know you do, because I do. And I'm younger than you. Not a whole lot younger than you, but I am younger than you. And I remember the 20-ounce bottles. But somewhere around 2000, 2003, 2004, the soda companies realized that if they called it half a liter, because you buy your soda in 2-liter bottles, so of course you're going to buy your little sodas in half-liter bottles, then they could stiff you for 4.1 ounces because a half-liter bottle is only 15.9 ounces. So you were paying the same price for 20% less. They used it against you. Did you know that? I knew that. I taught my kids that. My students that, not my kids. I don't have any of those. Well, I mean, I suppose I could try to teach my fur babies, but I don't think they'd learn it very well. But yeah, so yeah, they used it against you. The soda bottling companies used the metric system against you because we don't know metric and we don't do metric. I think that's funny. Ironic, but funny. I want to know how you got your Kitty not to attack your die cutter. Mine hates mine, especially the electric ones. I don't have an electric die cutter. I'll start there. So he wouldn't do that. If he hates something, he doesn't attack it. He runs away from it. In many ways, my ESA, little baby bear, in many ways, he is as neurotic as, if not more so than I am. I refer to myself as his emotional support human, and he's my emotional support animal. So if he's scared of something, he doesn't run away. He doesn't attack it. He runs away from it. So he wouldn't do that. Now, Brucey, I have no idea. She has not discovered them yet, and I'm hoping that she doesn't discover them anytime soon, because if she does, oh my goodness gracious, that kitten is a wild child. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. Brucey is a wild child. Absolutely, positively, complete wild child. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I mean, besides love her and keep her and, give her a great life and a great home forever and all that other good stuff. But really and truly, oh my gosh, she's a wild child. I mean, she runs up. There's, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know this already, but there's not a single thing in this house that she has not climbed. Not one single thing in this house that she has not climbed. So I think I just got a message from YouTube saying that I'm almost out of time. So I think I'm going to have to end this or it's going to time out on me. So I'm going to say thank you very much. They're letting me do hour-long lives now when I used to only be able to do half-hour-long lives. And I usually don't like mine to go an hour long. But we had a great conversation. My cat thinks all my crafts are for his entertainment and only takes my attention from him. Well, that's why I have this. This is actually a raised bed. When Baby Bear wants to be in here with me, he has to be up on his bed. And if I get cut off, I'm not coming back on. So I'm just going to say thank you for everybody watching. And I'm going to keep talking because I just got a message from YouTube saying it was about to go away. But but this is his raised bed. So this is where he sleeps when he's in here with me, and he knows that he can't be down here when I'm crafting. If I pull out anything that makes noises, he runs away because he doesn't like them. Anything that has that crinkly noise that I love so much, that cute little ASMR crinkle, he can't stand it. He runs away. We actually have a plastic bag right by the front door, so when he tries to door dart, we just shake the plastic bag and he runs away from it because we don't want him to do that. Thank you very much for saying it was a great live. So anyway, I think I'm going to let it go from here. I know YouTube's going to cut me off at some point really soon, and I don't want it to go and be done. But thank you very much, everybody, for watching. This was excellent. I loved the interaction from everybody, and really and truly, this is the way my lives are. Please do consider subscribing, joining us for the lives, joining the Facebook page. Everything is already in the description of this, and this video will stay up, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I am so humbled and grateful and blessed by every person who chooses to watch my videos, especially when they watch all the way to the end. Hit the like, subscribe, share, all that other good stuff, and, absolutely wonderful, absolutely excellent. I love everybody out here. It is just, I feel so grateful to you. I can't even say. So, thank you so very much. And I will be live again on Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm always live on Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope to see you there. Bye, cheers, and happy crafting.